Hello people, aliens, and robots. Okay, so I'm going to talk a little bit more about being nice versus being mean or rude in a discussion about religion or their lack of religion. So in my previous videos, I talk a lot about being respectful of other people's views, especially when they oppose yours, and trying not to insult them or be rude to them, because if you're mean to them, then they're not going to take you seriously and listen to what you have to say. So I've been getting a little frustrated lately, mainly by people who say things like people who call themselves atheists or people who claim to be atheists. And when that phrase is used, it just really gets on my nerves, and I really want to come back and insult them, And there's of course all of the instances in the Bible when God is ordering murder and genocide and stuff, and it's in the Old Testament, so there are Christians who will say that's in the Old Testament, we believe what's written in the New Testament, and there are those who will defend the genocide, like people like William Lane Craig, who will say that's okay because they were really being sent to heaven for eternal salvation. And at killing babies because you think they're going to heaven is not okay. And while I disagree with the whole let's separate the testaments and only follow one of them, but then still say we follow the Bible, at least the people who don't agree with the Old Testament aren't defending genocide. At the very least, they're not defending that stuff. So at least I can follow them that far. But still, all around this area, I'm getting tested. My patience is really getting short. And another thing that really makes me want to be not so nice to somebody who disagrees with me is when they start quoting Bible verses to prove something. Like, I'll say, I'm an atheist, and then they'll say, well, actually, you're really claiming to be an atheist, but you're actually just a fool who really knows there's a God because in the Bible it says blah, blah, blah. And then it's like, okay, but I don't believe what the Bible says. So it gets really frustrating. And at the same time, we have to realize, though, that as if an atheist is trying to use science to prove something to a theist, the theist probably doesn't really care what science has to say, so it works both ways, really. Of course, the difference is the Bible is an old, ancient book which contributes nothing to our understanding of the universe, whereas science is continuously providing us with answers. So, wrapping this up, my previous videos, I always trying to tell everybody to be respectful no matter how much you disagree, but just letting you know, I do understand why it is so easy to get frustrated at somebody who disagrees with you, especially because you can tell somebody what science says and they come back at you with a Bible verse, and then you want to say, well, okay, first you have to prove why the Bible is relevant at all. And over time, though, you keep getting into that discussion, the same discussion with different people over and over again, and you don't want to, so it's just easier to say, okay, stupid, the Bible doesn't have any truth to it, prove to me that the Bible means something good, whatever. So I get it, why it's so much easier to just insult them instead of getting into the same discussion over and over again. So I'm just ranting because my patience has been tested a lot lately, and I'm having a tough time keeping my composure. Thank you very much for watching. Have a nice day.